Okay, quiet. First of all, I want to thank everybody who came in here tonight, and we're introducing to you a screenplay that we've been working on for a very long time. And the producer and writers are here. We have Nardelli. I mean, he's playing Nardelli, but it's Marty Pasquale. Wonderful writer and producer as well, Gary Goodell, some of you know. And associate producer as well is Lori.
And Frank Carroll, the director.
And the story you're about to see is based on a true story, and it's based on Nicky's life, not life, but a story from his life. And it's a screenplay. It's been a journey. We shot a trailer of it to entice investors, and what happened, it started winning all these awards and festivals. So we started following the festival route, and people started praising it. So we finally stopped it and said, okay, let's write the screenplay. Let's finish rewriting the screenplay, because there was a lot of work that still had to be done, and we all know the process. And that's what you're hearing tonight. You're hearing that process at this point. Well, a year's work of all of our time, and everybody knows the process. So, and we have a wonderful, wonderful cast here. And keep in mind, it is a screenplay, so there are going to be some directions that's going to be read by Matthew Catet. He's our reader for tonight, and there's some long descriptions because it's a screenplay. Because don't forget, it's also visual. There's a lot of visual aspects opposed to a theater piece. When you're here reading, it's sometimes more of a theater piece. But we'd like to present this to you, and Nikki, you can take it from here. Okay?
All right.
And there'll be no intermission because it's a pretty quick moving play.
Yeah, all right.
Sure.
Again, thank you very much for coming. My name is Nick Scochmaro. This story is about my father and my uncle. Mostly a story about two brothers growing up in 1954. It's the old adage of Cain and Abel, but this is a true story. And the actions of the older brother, my father, gets my uncle killed. He died at 16. Supposedly, a young boy of 14 named Perry supposedly shot him in the back of the head with a .25 caliber revolver. So we're going to try to put this all together for you so you can try to see exactly what happened. I spent 14 years finding out as much truth as possible. Going to weddings and funerals, picking everyone's brain. Lorenzo, my father, is still alive. The actress playing Mary, my mother's real name is Olga. She's still alive. Davey is David Banks of the Belmonts, the bass singer. He's still alive. And Whitey is still alive. So I picked a lot of brains to get as truthful as the story as possible. And I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Two more notes, please. Your cell phone's off.
Yes.
And also, what you're going to see tonight is, I always found it interesting that actors are just sitting around a table or a chair reading it and stuff. But we're going to do a little, they're going to come up here and present it here to you, and those who are not in the scene are sitting down. All right, so just give them a little bit of time to get up there. Be patient with it. Matthew, you can take whenever you're ready.
Morning on Charlotte Street. Fade in. Title reads, based on a true story. 1954, the Bronx, New York. Interior Superintendent's Room, day. As we hear a beautiful violin piece masterfully being played. After a beat, the music stops. The pages of sheet music begin to turn, and slowly the wonderful sound of the violin begins again. We fade into the basement of an old building in the Bronx, New York. Standing in the center of the room is Nicky Santoriello, 17 years old, bright,